Yo, what up, bros? Anyways, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. A lot of you guys have been trying to play Ruthless, have been asking a ton of questions about Ruthless, have been coming to the Discord and going, oh my god, I don't know what to do. What do I build? There's no content, there's no guides, there's no nothing. All I want is the free mystery box, and how do I get it? Well, I've gotten the free mystery box. I played Ruthless for a lot of hours last night. I had a really good time. I think it's really addicting, and I wanted to share my experience in Ruthless with Gold with you guys and give you guys a rundown of what I played, how I got my mystery box. I hit level 50, no problem. I found out the mystery box was 45. I'm currently halfway through Act 6, and I'm just my character itself is just kind of cruising. If I log into the character that I'm playing right now, it's no secret I ended up playing Cold Dot. Cold Dot was just actually out of this world amazing. You can see I'm Act 6. My current play time, if I can type, is 5 hours and 15 minutes. My current death counter is 2. Ruthless has been very fun, very exciting. Everything that drops is super exciting. You can see my currency tab is actually flourished with currency. I'm rich beyond belief. I got pretty lucky yesterday. I found some supports. I found some things to trade. I'm doing okay in the event. I wanted to share a couple of tips and tricks with you guys. I don't have it available because I don't have them anymore, but I did it yesterday in Discord, and I mentioned this, and I don't think a lot of people know this. Supports in Ruthless with Gold are really hard to come by. People are trading for them. They're going pretty nuts looking for them, and I wanted to share that you can do this. Just get my monitor to work. You can actually trade 3 bad supports to the vendor to get a new one. So yesterday I traded 2 blinds and a pinpoint support because in my experience, nobody was going to use that. And I traded it to Lonnie, and Lonnie gave me back another green support, and I got back close combat. I've seen other people doing this in Ruthless. They've gotten Enlightens, they've gotten Empowers, they've gotten other really good supports, and I just wanted to make sure that people were aware that you can make this happen. Now, this is really strong and really powerful because you're going to come across a lot of supports, and they're not very good, and not a lot of people realize you can do this. Now, why you're here. Everybody wants to know what to level, how to level, where to go, and what to do. And I've put together a little POB of my leveling experience, and I'm going to share that with you guys in the comments down below. Now, this is only going to cover Act 1 through 5, maybe the beginning of Act 1 through 6. This is only going to cover how to get the mystery box and how to just get started with Ruthless with Gold. If you're looking for a part 2 or a continuation, or you want to see the rest of my playthrough and the experience and know what I did with my Cold Dot and get an update in the next couple of days, leave a comment down below. I'd love to do more of this if you guys are something you're very interested in or want to play Ruthless or want to continue in the event. Now, I picked which to start. I knew going into the event that Cold Dot was very strong. I knew there was a lot of really strong options as for my last video when I did a lot of research on Ruthless. With which I took Freezing Pulse. So you start on the beach, you get Fireball, you kill Brutus, or not Brutus, guy, name, thing, sword, rips it out, thinks he's like the dude from Highlander, starts beating you, you Fireball him to death, and you just go to town. I go to town, I get Freezing Pulse. I now have on 1 or Q, Freezing Pulse. On W, I have Fireball. I put my wand on, and I leave town. Nothing but the wand on my back. And I just start leveling. You go through the acts in Ruthless like you would go through the acts normally. Is this the right POV? This is the wrong POV. You go through the acts normally like you would go through Ruthless, and you just kind of cruise. You just kill mobs and do your thing. So I'm looking at the POV. I was like, something's wrong here. And just have a good time. Now, I've seen a lot of people talk about Ruthless, and they take a very defensive option in the beginning. They either go this way for max energy shield, or they go this way for cast speed, or they get some extra stats. We don't want to do any of that. We are playing a softcore trade event. Our goal is to get the box. Our goal is to have a good time. Our goal is to not suffer. And with Ruthless and the mobs being stronger, we want to deal damage. And we want to deal a lot of damage. And we don't have support gems, so we want to deal even more damage. So I started off, and I took max spell damage, and more 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 spell damage. Damage was key. We weren't going to have gear. We weren't going to have wands. We weren't going to get very lucky. We weren't going to do very good, and we wanted more damage. I got pretty lucky in my early playthrough. I managed in the flooded depths, the little dude, the little guy, you kill him, you're like, and he's like a little crab thing. He's like, and I killed him, and he gave me a +1 all cold spell skill gems. I then, as I mentioned in my last video, aggressively traded. I got a second +all spell skill gems wand, and I got very a very early start. And I know everybody's gonna listen to this video and be like, all your information is now invalid. I took off the ones while leveling. You can look, I tried all the damage. The damage is still pretty nuts with Freezing Pulse. The damage is still insane with Fireball. And this is why it's insane, is we're going to be going up this way. We're gonna take all these damage nodes. We're gonna come here to take elemental damage. And we're gonna go right here. We're gonna grab Frostwalker. Frostwalker is gonna give us 25% increased cold damage, make our Freezing Pulse very strong. We're gonna get more cast speed. We're gonna get some resistances, more cold damage here, and another percent of elemental damage. Now, when you're going through the story, you're going to be presented with very, very little to none choices for skill gems. With my Freezing Pulse to increase the damage, I paired it with Frost Bomb. You get Frost Bomb very, very, very early in your playthrough. I want to say it's way before Brutus, so it's probably the Flooded Depths. Take Frost Bomb, you drop Frost Bomb, you cast Freezing Pulse, the mobs will die. It's pretty good. You'll see too, I have a couple of other skills and we'll talk about all those. I also took Clarity. You're going to be eventually going to be presented with a choice to take Clarity plus some other skill gems. I took Clarity. If you're looking to play more defensively, you can create a Duelist, level it, kill Brutus, get Vitality, and you have Clarity and Vitality. You don't need the Vitality. Just take it slow. You'll be fine. So we go up here. We grabbed our Frostwalker. We went to some Cruel Preparation for damage and resistance, and then we came straight to the Cold Wheel. Now, you'll notice this floating point here. Ignore that for now. And we took the whole Cold Wheel. This just makes your life super easy. You have a ton of damage. Things die to you before they kill you. All of your act bosses will melt, and it's just raw damage, and it's just strong. You're just penetrating resistances. You're dealing damage. You're increasing the effect of your cold elements, and you're just kind of cruising. So you'll go through Act 1. You'll get all your skill gems. You'll take Clarity. You'll take Creeping Frost when you hit 12. You'll take Frost Bomb. Now in Act 1, you're going to cast your Creeping Frost. You're going to cast your Frost Bomb, and you're going to cast your Freezing Pulse. Your boss fights are pretty much going to go like this: Frost Bomb, Creeping Pulse, Frost Bomb, Creeping Frost, Freezing Pulse, Freezing Pulse, Freezing Pulse, Cross Bomb, Creeping Frost, Freezing Pulse. And now, I know you guys will be like, I don't want to press more buttons. I want to do that. I ain't doing that. Do you want a really easy experience or not? Because I offer you the best advice I can give, and it's really strong, man. It's really, really, really strong. Ruthless, we want to take advantage of things that we don't have and take advantage of the things that we do have and that we're presented with. I wasn't presented with a lot of supports. I know you see Malevolence. Malevolence came in Act 6, so ignore that. Now, you're going to go through Act 1. You're going to have a good time. You're gonna path up. There'll be a pathing tree down below in the comment section for you to follow. And as soon as you're done with this wheel up here, we're gonna come down over here to the left, and we're gonna go straight over to Retribution. We're gonna grab Discipline and Training, and we're gonna grab Holy Dominion. This side of the tree gives us a lot of damage options. We also go to more life options, and we get to come up here to Divine Judgment, which is gonna give us 50% just raw damage, more resistances, and we're gonna need to take resistance nodes. That's it. Until you start finding gear and start really getting through Ruthless and picking up more random stuff, you're going to get resistances. I was with White Rings up until Act 5. I managed to find this on the floor with Fire and Cold resistance, and I was pretty thrilled. I got this in Act 5, and I got it white. I slammed it with an Transmutation Orb. I hit Fire resistance. I got really lucky. Just a very basic belt, a very basic amulet. I found this gold amulet in Act 6. I was very thrilled. My boots have rarity on them. Something a lot of people in Ruthless aren't talking about. Rarity is king. I could have replaced these boots 3 times. I kept the rarity on. Rarity is very important. I know it's only 9%, but I also have rarity on my helmet for another 13%. I have rarity on my amulet for another 20%. I couldn't remember the percent. And I've just been cruising with rarity gear. I haven't really needed to upgrade my gear. I capped my resistances. My resistances don't look capped right here, but they are capped in game, as I also have a Bismuth Flask that I took as a quest reward. Your quest rewards are pretty important. Make sure you make use of them. Things that I suggest taking, always take the Aura. If you're going to do Cold Dot and you're following this for Cold Dot, you're going to take Clarity. I have Molten Shell. I spent 5 minutes and made a Marauder. I killed the Roas in Mudflats. I went back and grabbed Molten Shell. I used Molten Shell on the bosses. I'm not leveling my Molten Shell past level 10. I'll try to pick up a cast when damage taken. Frostbite, you get in Act 3, you get to choose a curse. I highly suggest taking Frostbite. And then as soon as you get to Act 3, which I know is a little bit of a slog for a lot of players, and you get to the library and you clear the library, Seos is going to award you with a gem. That gem, I will actually show you what it's called. That gem is called an uncarved gemstone. This lets you get a gem of Seosa. You get one in Act 3 and one again in Act 5. Make your choices with it wisely. People are trading like crazy for them. I suggest holding on to yours and using it for things that you need. If you're going to play this build, as soon as you get to Seosa and you get your first one, you immediately, like it, without a second doubt in your mind, take Vortex. Put Vortex on your left click, and then continue to walk from Act 3 to Act 6 and not have a care in the world. Get your mystery box. It's that simple. That's Ruthless, man. I held left click for 5 hours today. Talked Twitch chat, had time of my life. That's it. That's the trick. Super simple, super easy. Just hold left click. Creeping Frost on packs that just aren't dying. Cold Snap to reduce the not Cold Snap, I'm sorry, Frost Bomb. Frost Bomb to apply exposure to deal more damage. Cold Snap to leave a degen on the ground. Things that die in the degen with Cold Snap will give you frenzy charges, so you can get some frenzy charges going. Yeah, I didn't know that until yesterday. Did you guys know that? Did you know that Cold Snap gives you frenzy charges? I didn't know that. I had no idea. You get the Cold Snap, kill a mob, get a frenzy charge, and then you like cruising because you fast AF. And then, yeah, that's it. Like I said, I picked up the level in Act 6. It's not going to make or break anything. You can actually just like ignore the fact that I have it. Like you can see it only ups my DPS by like 800. Like it helps, but it's not game breaking. Then you just kind of have a good time. Play Ruthless, go through the acts, kill everything, get your mystery box. And if you want to see the rest of my progression, you want to do how I did Act 6 through 10, where I'm pathing next on the tree, because we see this like weird floating hanging point and what I'm doing, I'll be more than happy to make another video and talk to you guys about it. But for now, good luck getting your mystery box. I hope this like quick little short guide is helpful and gets you to where you need to be. But seriously, go make a witch. Go grab some cold skills. Go run through the axe. Hold left click. Blow things up. Get your mystery box. For now, I'm going to get this video out to you guys, and you'll see me live on Twitch. Well, I don't know when you're watching this, but you'll see me live. I'll be there. Or I'll be in the Discord. I heavily advise you to come join the Discord. Good luck in your experiences. Let me know how it goes. I'm genuinely very curious. There's a lot of people playing Ruthless right now. So, yes. Yes. I'm having fun. I'm sorry, man. Anyways, we'll see you guys later. So long, friends.